Say assalamu alaikum to everyone, and you're looking at the Underground Railroad TV show. It comes on every Saturday night at 10:30 with my co-host, Alderman Virgil Jones. And I want to say hi to the individuals in the United States, Central America, Canada, Asia, and Africa. I'm leaving out somebody in the Middle East and Asia. Yeah, you know, and today, you know what, man, y'all just have to splatter all over our YouTube page. Get the ones back on. Get the ones back on. I was gonna do that anyway. Okay, but first I'm gonna introduce my co-host. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I'm Virgil Jones. I'm just a servant of the people. That's all anybody has to know about me.
And thank you, both of you, for accepting the invitation. But please just give me some information. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Warren, Penny Warren. I usually co-host with my husband, Dr. Lee Warren, on PLEM, Power, Leighton and Man. We have a cable TV show that comes on every Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30 and re-airs on Thursday from 10:30 to 11:30.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Clifton for allowing me to come back on, and I'm Dr. Warren from the Power, Leighton and Man television show and also foundation. We come on, as my wife already said, we have a survival conference twice a year. We just had one in October, and some of that will be going up on the internet soon. So just watch our website and also our Facebook page.
Cause y'all on YouTube too. How do they get in contact? How do they see the YouTube?
They get in contact with YouTube, Facebook.
With YouTube.
YouTube would be either you go to plem.go or just put in Dr. Lee Warren, Plem, and 2 or 3 sites that come up there. We have one problem with one of the sites, Plem 2520, but usually we use an alternative site, Plem Gold.
Or you can call us at 773-509-8124.
Yes.
Again, 773-509-8124.
And also we have an email at Plem, that's PLIM at PLIM.org. So it's plem@plem.org.
Okay. And you know what this show is, this segment is about, that the United States of America, United Snakes of America, they used to have so many friends. You ever hear that song, Friends? How many of us have them? But I'm interested in knowing why. They were friends. How did they become friends? But what made them become enemies? But I'm going to start off with Adolf Hitler. He never was a friend. But is it true that Prescott Bush once gave some money, a capital to Hitler to support the war effort over there? And why?
It's all about money.
Okay.
One of the things that you have to keep in mind, not only Prescott Bush, but the Rockefellers, they were equally culpable in that.
Yes, sir.
Because even after the war, they helped them to launder their money.
Yes, sir.
And put it in the banks that ended up here in America. There's a book called Blowback.
Right.
And the book by Blowback, it clearly shows you how they brought those Nazis over here into America. They don't run for any public offices. They put them in the CIA, the State Department, and the FBI.
Okay.
And that was so that anybody that got in the way of their program, they could easily remove them, whether it was internationally or nationally.
Okay, I want to get there.
Yeah. And with Hitler, when you start reading his history, he was a poor artist.
Okay.
He really wasn't anybody of any substantial intelligence. He made C's in school, and but he was placed in that position. People wanted him to be the way in that leadership position. Just
But
like
was she placed in there by the aristocracy and the individuals that were well-to-do, or?
right, it was a lot with that Nazi party that people don't understand. They just think it's like a Democratic Party or Republican Party, just another. But the Nazis had a cult side to it that people don't know about and don't talk about. And so when you start talking about Prescott Bush and others, there were a lot of people that were leading Hitler. He was, you know, he had some ideas, but he was like in the right place in the right time, and they just used him to be a leader.
Okay, you got to take on that. Well, you know, I'm also, you know, interested to do it. Did Prescott Bush, did he give them this, give him that Nazi party the capital? Was it out of love or just out of for greed and profit? I mean.
Well, you have to understand that many of the aristocracy of this country, most people don't believe we have aristocracy.
A lot of people might not even know what aristocracy is.
Aristocracy means bloodline, royal bloodline degree. Even though we don't have a king and queen, it's along the money line. The Rockefellers, the Astors. Many, when you say bloodline, many of these people were aligned with the English aristocracy, the Astors, Hemet Cabbage Lodges, some of these names that align with the English powers, even during the Revolution. The point is that Hitler was financed by the United States, Germany, the United States and England were the chief financiers of that. So they gave tons of war supplies into Germany. After Germany was defeated in World War I, and they went through that thing with the money. They had to rebuild their industry. Reparations. After reparations, they collapsed. Tons of money came in to finance the war. Finance the industry, and they were building for the Second World War.
Okay.
So the initial thing was Hitler got tons of money from various corporations. IBM was the computers.
IBM.
Yeah, IBM was the computers. They found that out in the death camp. That's how they kept track of those folks. All your major corporations, the old ones, IBM, what is that? Standard Oil. Standard Oil was used to give oil to the Nazis. Nazis didn't have any oil. The Germany does not have an oil. They have coal, but they have no oil.
Yes.
So where did they get the oil from? A lot of it was synthetic through coal. They got the patents was given to them. They did the same thing they did to China. If you look at China,
yes,
30 years ago, and how when you look at China, they did the same thing in Germany. They built Germany up through vast industry. They gave them patents, they gave them technology, and they gave them money. And until Hitler decided to turn on them. But he got vast amounts of money, and everybody made money in Hitler. And then the agenda was for a war in Germany.
Okay.
For war, in Europe.
Okay.
Well, what about the Bilderbergers?
Well, the Bilderbergers is a royal set up by Prince, what's his name? I can't think of it. Anyway, it was established roughly in 1954, somewhere around in the 50s. That's after World War II. And basically, this was their initiative to set up a one world system, one world government, a new world order. And what they did, it's a international organization where you have your business, that means banking, your media, and your Mongols, Rockefellers, the Astors, the Rothschilds, the royalty of Europe, and they all come together and basically they set up an agenda or policies for certain countries and so and throughout the world. So it's a very high power type of thing. All your executives, also your major politicians. Matter of fact, to show you how powerful Bilderberger is.
Yes.
There's not one president that has not been elected that has not attended that meeting. And in fact, remember when Hillary and Hillary and Obama.
Yes.
Were over there, they lied and said they were not there.
Yes.
And they were there attending that meeting, and they wanted the chief financiers. And at least they pushed the people that said that they were for Obama to get in, and told Hillary to stand down.